Alright guys, Supreme Kami here. So let's talk about should you guys summon for Fiona or not. I think the straight answer to that is definitely a yes. Because what she's able to do and a whole lot of teams she's able to fit into, a whole lot of support she's able to provide, she's absolutely a yes. So in terms of advancement, one copy is fine. Don't even worry about the advancement because that is really not needed because she does not rely on her advancement to shine. Her overall kit, what she's doing right now, is good enough. So just that if people are wondering like, oh, how far should I go? 0 star is good. You guys don't really need to go any further except you want to do more attack. You want more survivability. You want instant kill. Then go for it. But other than that, 0 star is good. Matrices, Matrices, I think they should also be maybe another priority because honestly, they are really good. I won't even lie, they are good. But if you guys are lacking in terms of dark crystals or those special vouchers, let's say you're playing for attack resident, I'll definitely say use the good old standards, Samir, Crow, those are good, or even like the newer ones, like the one that you can get through the Gashapon or the one you can get drops from the newest war boss. Those are good as well, right? Those are definitely something that can suffice for it. But if you guys are playing for Benediction, then on the other hand, you can even use Coco's or even use Zero. Those are good. Those are good replacements as well. So chips are good. The matrices are good, but at the same time, they are obviously substitute that can seemingly do the same, nearly the same thing, but obviously it will be a little bit copium. So other than that, we got out of the way of like talking about how far you go, make you see whatnot. So let's kind of quickly talk about why she's good and what makes her good. So here we have some team composition that I have built myself. I have the flame team, Frost, we have the physical, we have this one. Ignore Link for now. I just didn't have another one to use for the time being, so I want to test it out. So this team was good. Vol with 2 alter character is good. And the last one, at least, we have a standard build for your healer. So this is really good. Coco, Zero, they are still really strong. But if you have Lara, I would definitely use Lara over Coco, right? Because Fiona is able to generate a lot of healing already, but we don't really have something that can, sustain more damage. So I think having, Zero is good. But other than that, why am I showing you guys this? Because you are able to do a lot of different things. You're able to build a lot of teams around her, and like Lynn, she's pretty much linear. Lynn was just that one character that's able to provide a lot of support to just the DPS portion of it, but she doesn't really provide anything for healing or tanking capability. So that's why Fiona is just that one all rounder pretty much. So yeah, so back to what makes her really good. Advancement, let's talk about that real quick. So resident or the advancement, excuse me, the advancement gives her more attack, so that's cool if you guys can afford it, obviously, right? Who wouldn't love to get more attack? Who wouldn't love 6-starring everything? But in a real world situation, not everyone can afford it. People just want to play it just to play it, at least try things out. 3 star is good because 3 stars, you do have the instant kill capability. 5 star, she does allow you to survive a fatal blow, and then having the crystal sustain longer, and then 6 star more attack. So there's 3 main things that's going on, and they're not really relevant to the point where they will affect the overall character performance. So that's why the advancement is pretty much not needed. The majority bulk of what she's able to do, what she's able to provide, is within her overall kit. Starting out with the normal attack, this one is only able to use it when you have the Benediction Resident, and these are the following things that she's able to do. Things you can do for Fortitude, a balance / attack resident, and obviously 2 Benediction Residents. So like, she's good. Like what else more do you need to say? She's good. Like, look at what she's able to do. I'm not gonna read everything off because you guys can obviously see what is going on, but things are looking pretty good already. So skill, Skill is good because skills you do have the basic skill, and then you also have two sub skills that you can select. We have six sub skills, and pretty much every one of them is unique in some way. Is able to provide support to multitude of teams, so a array of selection to kind of choose from, mix and match to your team's liking. There are things that provide, let's say, for fortitude, things that can work really well for, let's say, your benediction, things that is a little bit more geared toward physical, like this one over here. This one right here is probably good for like frost because having damage or the weapon charge up, gaining that point right there, that's good for a lot of discharge and whatnot, and you just have some more general elemental damage up. So yeah, sub skill, really good. And last but not least, we have the discharge, and then discharge is pretty much more thanks to all three resident. We have attack up for the attack slash balance, more tanking capability for the Bennett or the fortitude, and then more healing capability, and then able to mitigate damage. Like, are you kidding me? She's able to provide a lot. Like, I don't know. Like, she's just really really good. That's all I can say. She just outshines Lin by a landslide, right? If we took a Lin and then if we compare it to Fiona now, it's like a day and night differences. So, yeah, I think I have definitely rambled long enough in terms of how good she is. But last thing to kind of take a note at is her simulacrum traits, because what we just saw in terms of her sub skill, they get a whole lot of enhancement after you pop her simulacrum trait. So I'm not gonna I'm not gonna read through every one of these over here, but you guys can see that they do get a substantial benefit after using her trait. So yeah, overall, it's just an amazing character. Is able to support a lot of teams. So that's pretty much all I have to say. She's good. I don't think. Like, I feel like this is going to be that one character that will probably not leave your team for a very, very long time. She's pretty much fun to play with. She's able to support a lot of teams. So if you feel bored playing one specific team, you can always switch things around because she's able to do that. She's that flexible and versatile. But other than that, that's pretty much what I do have to talk about in terms of, her overall kit and whatnot. But other than that, stay tuned for later videos. I will be doing some damage comparison from her to A0 to 6-star, and then probably comparing that to Lin because that is the counterpart to it, the other alter character. But other than that, that's pretty much it for me for now, and then I'll catch y'all later on.